So today I'm going to discuss you the JEE 2024, the exam held at 23rd of January, second and first shift. So let's quickly discuss about questions that came, and it was look like repeated what we have seen in first day. So there was a question where the body will be projected by at an angle theta. Now this theta, let's say they have given 60° with the horizontal with kinetic energy K. Here the kinetic energy they have given K. Find the kinetic energy of a projectile at the highest point. So this is the highest point. So always remember, at the highest point the velocity attained by the projectile is, like let's say here the velocity is u. So what component will be there? U cos 60. So here the component u cos 60, it will remain same, and the vertical component will be 0. So what will happen? The kinetic energy you have to calculate, like this kinetic energy here you can write kinetic energy will be half m u square, correct? Now if you are talking about this kinetic energy, they have given as K. Now here the kinetic energy, it will become half m u cos 60 whole square, correct? So half m u square, and cos 60 value you already know, that will be 1/2 whole square. This whole term will be called as K. So K, and 2 2s are 4. So answer will be K by 4. So this is question number 1. Now question number 2, they have asked you have to calculate the work done. They have given certain graph like this. So this is a PV graph, and always remember, in the PV graph, area under the curve, this is the area of, let's say, 1 2 3 4. Fine. Here delta V is 0, so no work done. Here work done will be positive, and this is, here the work done will be negative. And what is the area under the curve? This is the area under the curve of. So all the coordinate and everything they have given, and with the help of this logic you can calculate the total work done is equal to work done 1 to 2, that will be with plus sign, plus work done by 3 to 4, it will be expressed with minus sign. You will calculate the resultant work done with the help of this. So next, question number 3. Now the question number 3, they have asked, they have given in prism. In prism, better to remember few relation quickly. This is the angle of prism, fine, and angle of prism they have given as is equal to angle of minimum deviation, that is denoting by delta, fine, and they have given mu is equal to √3. Then find angle of prism, find angle of prism. This is what we have to calculate. Now here we can directly use Sine A plus del m by 2 upon sine A by 2 is equal to mu, if you remember. Now with the help of this formula, mu we have given, fine, and A, del m we can substitute A, and A actually we have given. So with the help of this relation we can get the angle of prism very easily. So let's say this is method 1, and if you don't remember this formula, we can use the basic Snell's law at this interface. Clear? And what the Snell's law is telling to us, we can say n1 sin I should be equal to n2 sin R. Fine. So we can use this Snell's law. So here we can say n1 में से here sin I, that should be equal to n2. n2 they have given as mu of glass into sin R, angle of refraction. Now here we can say one relation you better to remember, minimum deviation. In case of minimum deviation, what we can write, we can say del is equal to I plus E minus A. Fine. And for minimum deviation, that will be equal to I and E both are to 2I minus A. Fine. Now minimum deviation they have given A is equal to 2I minus A. So ultimately what we can get, I is equal to A. Now I is equal to A, once we substituted, so here what we can say, in place of, we can substitute A. Fine. And here in minimum deviation what we can say, R1 is equal to R2 is equal to A by 2. So here in place of R we can place A by 2. With the help of this equation we can solve, and n1 is 1, sin A we can write 2 sin A by 2 cos A by 2, that is equal to n2 root 3, and sin A is equal to sin A by 2, and here sin A by 2 sin A by 2 cancel out, and we can get the value of cos A. So this is method number 2 through which we can get the relation and the answer. Now let's see the next question number 4. Now in question number 4 they have asked the relation Moseley experiment. Now in the Moseley experiment, always remember there's a relation between atomic number, so that is under root of frequency is equal to Z, or we can say let's say A Z minus B type of. This is atomic number and this is frequency. This expression is called as Moseley experiment. So better to remember, this is a type of chemistry problem. In physics, the X-ray, maybe it will ask, so better to remember, topic is atomic structure. Fine. Question number 5. Another question number 5. And nowadays the paper has asked the capacitor inductor transient response and steady state response frequently. Now this is given as 5 volt, this is 15 ohm, and this is 10 and 8 microfarad. Now what they ask, find the charge, find Q at steady state. So always remember, at a steady state capacitor will be act like a open circuit. Fine. So here we can say we can remove in steady state the voltage across this end. Here we will use voltage division law. For the voltage division we can say 10 upon 10 plus 15 multiply by total voltage 5. Fine. So it will comes out to be 10 25 multiplied by 5, and 5 is a 25, 5 2 0, that is 2 volt. The voltage here the voltage will be 2 volt, correct, and the voltage will be 2 volt. So what we can say, the voltage across capacitor is also Q is equal to CV. C they have given as 8, V we have calculated 2. Once we multiply we can say micro coulomb. So this will be the answer of question number 6. Fine. Now let's talk about next question, question number 7. Now question number 7, this is the question of alternating current, and always remember in alternating current LCR the key concept is resonance. Now resonance is a very important condition where we can say angular frequency is under root 1 upon LC. Fine. So at resonance the current amplitude will be max and Z will be min. So these are the data. Now here once they are asking of the angular frequency, so you better to remember L and C. Once we will put the value of L and C, we will get the angular frequency at resonance. So these are the few points that you better to remember too. So you can, maybe they have not directly given the resonance condition, but by this situation you can get the, this is a condition of resonance. Fine. Now the next question number 8. They have given a satellite is 9 times closer than Earth as compared to, so let's say this is Earth, let's say this is Moon, and the distance between it is, they have given R. Now they have given a satellite, let's say some satellite is there. Now satellite is 9 times closer to the Earth as compared to Moon. So this is 9 times closer, means this distance will be closer means less, basically that's why 9 times closer means R by 9. Multiply 9 means it will be more somewhere here. That is closer. Closer means 9, R by 9. So the time period of moon divided by time period of satellite, that satellite, this is, so maybe Kepler's law, if you remember, r1 upon r2 की whole power 3/2. Now whenever the two planet distance and time period, you better to remember the Kepler's expression. So T m we have to calculate. T satellite, they have given 27 days. Fine. Here r1, that is moon, r1 they have given r, and r2 they have given r/9. Now once we solve by putting this data, we can get the value of Tm. Correct. Now the next question that they have asked, let's say question number 10, direct fact. If you are talking about lens and if you are talking about mirror, so always remember focal length of f, it will depend upon refractive index and surrounding, but focal length of mirror does not change by changing surrounding condition, temperature, pressure, or refractive index. This is important. Refractive index stay, focal length of the lens and focal length of the mirror will does not going to change. Fine. Now next topic that is very important, that is called as question number 11. Now question number electromagnetic wave, better to remember few formula. The formula number 1 is E is equal to BC. This formula is very important. E is equal to BC. Next, for the sake of direction, that formula is very important. E cross B, that is equal to C vector. This is also very important relation through which we can get the direction. Fine. So by using these two formula, we can able to calculate the rest of the parameter. Once they have given electric field and C, we can calculate magnetic field amplitude, and the direction we can get by using the second relation. Fine. Now next, electrostatic potential energy. This is the last question, we can say. Two charges plus 7 microcoulomb and -4 microcoulomb, they are located -7, 0, 0 and 7, 0, 0. So officially we can say they are keeping at, let's say this is origin, at the either side. We have to calculate potential energy. Now the potential energy, the formula is K Q1 Q2 upon R. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the potential energy. Fine. So I hope you got few basic idea ki how to deal up with the question that already came in your paper, and as soon as I get more question, I will post. So these are the few questions that you better to remember to have to just go through It doesn't mean कि it will straightforward come as it is. But nearby topic you can go and search and we can revise. So next time once it will come, you can able to be aware and you can attempt properly. Thank you.